All right, let's dive right in. What if I told you that some of the biggest business opportunities in Africa are hiding in plain sight? Today, we're going to uncover 5 businesses you can start with little, and I mean little, to no money. And these aren't just theories. These are real, practical ways to start building wealth. Let's get to it. First things first, we have to tackle this myth head on. There's this idea that Africa lacks opportunities. A lot of people only see the challenges. But you know what? That's just one way of looking at it. The reality is, this continent is absolutely packed with untapped potential, and we're about to show you exactly where to find it. And it all comes down to this right here. It's all about your mindset. See, it's not about what's physically there. It's about how you see it. Where most people see a problem, a real entrepreneur sees a business. It's about training your brain to spot the hidden value that literally everyone else is walking right past. Okay, so that's the mindset. But how do you actually turn that into a real business? Well, let's start with our first category, physical goods. These are opportunities you can literally touch and feel. I want you to picture this. Walk through any major city in Africa. What do you see? Plastic bottles, metal scraps, paper all over the place. Now, most people just see trash, right? But the entrepreneur, they see something totally different. They see raw materials. They see cash just lying on the ground waiting to be picked up. And the business model here is just so simple, it's beautiful. Step 1, you just gather up these recyclable materials. Step 2, you sort them into different piles. All the plastic here, all the metal there. And step 3, you sell these sorted piles to recycling companies. You're not just cleaning up your community, you're creating a product that people are desperate to buy. So what makes this such a gold mine? Well, first off, it costs almost nothing to start. The logistics are super easy to handle, and believe me, the demand from recycling firms is always there. But here's the best part. This business is basically future-proof. As our cities get bigger and bigger, the supply of these raw materials is only going to grow. That makes this an incredibly scalable and sustainable business. Okay, on to idea number 2. And this one, you see it everywhere. Think about all the amazing local products we have. Cashews, biltong, dried mangoes. I mean, the products themselves are world-class, but they often have one huge weakness. The packaging is terrible. And right there, that's your opening. The solution to this is a really simple but powerful business concept called value addition. It's the art of making a product worth more, not by changing the product at all, but just by making its packaging and presentation look professional. Let me break it down for you. You go and buy a great local product, like groundnuts, in bulk for a really low price. Then you simply repackage it, put it in a clean, professional-looking, branded bag. All of a sudden, people see it as a high-quality product, and you can sell it for a much higher profit. It's the same exact product, just presented better. You can literally start this business from your kitchen table. All right, our third business idea solves a massive problem in our supply chain. Think about it. On one side, you've got farmers in rural areas with tons of fresh food. On the other side, you have millions of people in the cities who need to eat. But there's a huge disconnect, a broken link right in the middle. This is where you come in. This gap creates one of the biggest opportunities in Africa today, becoming the middleman for agriculture. The model, honestly, it's brilliant. You buy food directly from the farmers at a fair price, and then you transport it to the cities where you can sell it for more. You become that crucial link. And that price difference, that's your profit. This is a high-demand business you can start small and scale up massively. Okay, so we've covered businesses you can touch and feel. Now let's switch gears and talk about services. These are businesses built not on what you can make, but on what you can do for people. Let's talk about mobile money. The sheer scale of it across the continent is it's mind-blowing. Every single day, millions and millions of transactions are flying through systems like MTN, Orange, and Airtel. It's a core part of the economy now. Now, a lot of people see this and think, okay, I'll become a mobile money agent. And that's fine. It's a good start. But that's active income. You only make money when you're physically working. The real opportunity, the one most people miss, is in building a system. You start with one booth, you figure out the process, and then you copy it. You build a whole network of agents who work for you. That's how you go from earning only when you work to earning money while you sleep. That is the power of passive income. Okay, here's another one. And this gap is huge. Just look around you at all the small businesses, the tailor, the local shop, the restaurant on the corner. A lot of them are fantastic at what they do, but online, they're basically invisible. They have no social media presence, their logo looks outdated, and they have no way to find new customers online. This is a major, major problem for them.
And you could be the person who solves this for them. And you don't need to be some tech genius. With just some basic digital skills, you can offer services that are in huge demand. You can manage their social media pages, design a simple, clean logo for them, and run some online promotions. As more and more businesses realize they have to be online, the demand for what you do is just going to explode. You can become the digital go-to person in your whole area.
So, we've gone through 5 incredible business ideas. But look, an idea is just an idea, right? The real key, the thing that separates success from failure, is how you execute. So in this last section, let's talk about the strategy you need to turn these ideas into real, lasting wealth. I call this the smart money method, and it's super simple. Just 3 steps. First, start small. Don't wait around for some big loan or investment. Use whatever you have right now and just begin. Second, stay consistent. Wealth isn't built overnight, it's built day by day with disciplined effort. And third, and this one is crucial, build smart money. That means you take the profits you make and you put them right back into the business to make it grow. That's how your tiny start becomes a powerful, self-sustaining machine.
And that really brings us right back to where we started. This continent has always been full of opportunities, but wealth isn't for the people who just sit around and wait for it. It's for the people who train their eyes to see the value where others see junk, and to see the possibilities that everyone else overlooks. So my challenge to you is this. Now that you know how to look for these hidden gems, the value in waste, the potential in packaging, the gaps in the market, what are you going to see tomorrow? Look around you. The next big opportunity is right there, just waiting for someone with the right eyes to spot it. Thanks for joining me.
At Smart Money Africa, we're unlocking Africa's hidden wealth. Join the movement. Subscribe now and be part of the collective building African wealth together.